Hey pals, and welcome back to our second part of the Hey Wanna Play Roundtable discussion. I'm still joined by Amy, Adam, and Christian. And we're still here to talk about what we like, dislike, anything and everything about Hey Wanna Play and Magic the Gathering. So Amy, if you have anything to ask Adam, Christian, myself, or if you want to say something.
Sure. Well, we are always trying to add more events, more games, more anything to make people happy. So what sort of things would you guys like to see here? Maybe us do differently or add to our schedule?
Honestly, I'd like to see standard on another day also, in addition to Tuesdays and Fridays that you guys already run it. Maybe another day in the week or also on the weekend. I would really like that.
Okay.
I'd like a roundtable for a roundtable discussion. This was a square. It's actually
To be fair, it is rounded.
We have rounded.
It is rounded.
Curved edges, we tried.
But still, it's a rectangle.
Round table.
I mean,
All squares are rectangles, not all rectangles are squares, though.
I'm gonna take the heat for this one, and since I was the one that brought this roundtable discussion up, I guess next time I'll provide roundtables for future videos.
As long as that conversation doesn't go back in circles, you know.
But it is, because that probably is not gonna happen. My car is not that big to be carrying a roundtable.
I want some pie there too.
There's
Get
actually something else I would like to
3.14 slices.
bring up besides pie is we kind of have a little exclusive special store in our here. Christian, if you want to show off what you do, it's really
Oh yeah, thank you.
awesome.
One thing you can improve is try to sell more of these. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
So one of the things I love about this store is that not only are they conducive to like a very friendly playing environment, but you know when they see that you're trying to create new things and maybe even content to sell, they give you that opportunity. Thanks to you and Lawrence for selling my works. You'll see some close-up zoom-ins, but basically you see here two of the custom islands that I've done. These are done with acrylic. And they have a very light coat, and then afterwards I put a varnish on there so it's perfectly flat. And yeah, I basically take different cards. I do some custom jobs for some of the guys in the store. And then there's a display here that has all the different full art mods that I've done. And sometimes I'm even here in the store, they'll let me just sit here for a few hours and just paint. And as people come in, I even show them how I do it. Let them try it on some of my basic lands, you know. So it's a very, very nice environment for doing stuff like that. So I really appreciate that and enjoy it because for those of you who don't know, I'm a physician, you know, and right now I'm doing neurology, neurocritical care at the third biggest public hospital in the country. So this is one of the things I do to come and de-stress, and it's just absolutely fantastic to have this opportunity. And I'm willing to drive an hour and a half, you know, through rush hour Miami traffic to do it, and it's great. The only thing I wish you guys had are legacy events. So one thing I was thinking, perhaps maybe like once a month or something not that common, maybe not that frequent, but and if that were to happen, I'd be more than happy to provide my decks to people that I know, like you know Adam or anybody else. I'm sure you can.
Because I don't have a legacy deck. But I would use one of yours because I love them.
Yeah,
they're so much fun.
Exactly, and legacy can be fun. You know, that's what I also try to teach some of the kids here when they're learning. I mean, just because people at Star City Games won with a Grixis Delver doesn't mean that's what you need to run. In fact, when I played in Ohio, I used to top 3 all the time with an old standard deck from 2000 that I made into Onctide them into Legacy. You guys ever heard of Onctide?
I am not.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Not at all.
Exactly.
But we now have.
Yeah, Parallax Tide, Ankh of Mishra, Tanglewire, Umbilicus. And yeah.
What?
I just took top 4 at a tournament in Texas with that.
Nice.
Yeah. So so
Unexpected wins.
please. Well, I expected to win, but but more importantly, I expected to have fun. That's
There you
what
go.
I'm getting at. Yeah. Like people's faces. What's that do? What's that do? You know, when you see a Legacy player say, "What's that do?"
It's rare.
Yeah, it's right. So if we could do something like that, like maybe infrequently, like I could, you know, help, co-sponsor, like in terms of like, you know, getting decks and bringing people. Remember, I brought one of my coworkers, actually also a physician. I brought him after work. He had to work 30 hours the next day, but you know, he was still willing to come because I talked up the store, and he had a ton. Nick, you guys remember Nick, Dr. Lau? Yeah, he liked the store very much. So.
Something that I've lived in South. You guys are still a relatively young store. A year and a half's not very old for any business.
Right.
I guess since Magic's a very social media friendly, social media centric community, I would want to see you guys posting a little bit more. There is South Florida Magic Group, and maybe you guys want to put your pre-release events or your PPTQ or something like, hey, we're gonna host like having a store host 2 standard tournaments per week is pretty much the norm around here. But like if you guys started hosting a third, it's like, man, I've never like, and your players are like, yeah, we want a third. Like they want a third one. Maybe you want to throw that out there. You'll get someone that normally doesn't come out here, and like maybe you'll weed out the alpha Magic players that we mentioned earlier that are always like, I want to win all the credit. But like you might get a couple more people that don't regularly come out here because like I'm beginning to play more and more standard and less legacy and modern. I'm sorry, Christian.
No,
legacy's.
I just took off from the standard. It's okay.
and so like I wouldn't mind coming out for another standard day of the week. Although my true passion is drafts, so I always say more drafts.
Saturday and Sunday, come on out.
It's like more drafts. But that would be my big thing. Do a little bit more like social, because when I first was like looking at lists, I only knew of you from very few social media posts of what you did, and I'm like, I know they're out there, and I see them on Facebook, but I don't see anything real of like through the either South Florida Magic or your Facebook posts. So I was like, I came out, I'm like, oh, you guys are still here. And sometimes if you don't see anything, it's like it's a bad sign. But you guys are still here. You guys have a thriving community. And if you, through this video and through others, like maybe just a couple of Facebook posts, once a couple of times a month, it's just saying, hey, standard F&M.
Hey, want to play?
Right.
So I'm guessing what you're saying is you saw the sign and it opened up your eyes to, the story. You saw the sign.
It did.
Yeah.
But then I closed my eyes.
I hope you weren't driving when you did that. Yeah.
I won't comment. I was gonna say if I close my eyes, that's the standard of driving. Your standard driving state in Florida. So I think.
Seems everyone's doing that. So.
So that's pretty cool. We're gonna, Christian, if you want to give me any contact information, if someone's watching this from out of state later after this video, and you might want to, I'll put this in the video of like if they want to email you and say, hey.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So,
no, if you want to reach out to me, my personal email address, please don't spam it. No princess from Nigeria. It's a CCA, M as in mother, ARGO at alum.mit.edu. And I'm very responsive to email. And if you are thinking about maybe interested in one of these custom pieces, come by the store. We'll come up with a day we can come together. I'll even show you sort of how I do my prep work and everything else. And maybe while you're here, pick up a booster or two, or
a couple of
pick up
singles.
a couple singles. Yeah. For the ladies, I am single.
Ooh, ladies.
Muscle doctor.
Single doctor. Zoidberg over here.
Well, Zoidberg.
I don't live in a dumpster,
So anything else you guys want to see about? Because the biggest thing for me, since even though I abhorred it up until I started making this YouTube channel, is social media. Anything else you guys want to see change?
Maybe updated, like on your Facebook page. I know you have the calendar. Just keep it updated a little bit more. I would love that, because a lot of times it's a little bit older, but you guys do usually have that board right there, always updated.
Have our whiteboard. Got it.
So
Keep internet updated.
there
We
you
can
go.
do that.
Yeah, having that be like the group photo, like the group photo for the site, or just at least the most recent post. That'd be nice too. Or maybe, and even having like maybe we can start posting. I'm not even Facebook friends with you, man. I mean,
I know, right? We're not even friends in real life.
We're friends. Well, this
We're
is
not
this is how it
friends
should
on
be.
Facebook. I know,
This is how it
right?
should be. Friends in real life and not friends on Facebook. Because no, I'm serious. That's just because it's interesting how you can have superficial relations with people. Oh, let me friend do this, And I don't have to have this guy on Facebook to know that like I'm gonna have a good time every time I hang out. That's the truth of the matter. But I do check Facebook for the other stores that have legacy events and things like that, because that's the primary social media source that I think everybody pretty much has.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's on the tweeters or on the what's the other things, the
Instagram.
Redditors, but
Gotta get on Reddit.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, if on the Facebook, so you guys could post Yeah, or even just forums. I'm telling you, like, there's a store in Texas where I go to. I'm from Texas originally, so when I go visit my family, and I get no less than 20 messages a day from these guys just posting and having discussions. And it's like, hey, let's go by the store today. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. And so they organize themselves there. So maybe we could do something like that too.
Yeah, I'd be down for something like that.
Yeah.
I think that might just be something you guys organize and then do it for Hey Wanna Play. Because
Yeah.
sometimes the best thing for a store is
Yeah.
when the community itself, then it's like, hey, look, we know you guys are very busy, and it's not very hard to run like a Facebook group for hey, just exclusively Hey Wanna Play customers and patrons, and like, hey, so sometimes you guys like have a little Facebook group and you like post every day. It's like, hey, who wants to play standard today? It's even though it's not a standard day, or wants to play a standard or
Exactly.
legacy.
And we'll
you just
never
get-
charge a store to have us play there.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then you just show up and
Just start
maybe-
moving groups around.
And somebody shows up and is like, oh, I saw you guys were playtesting Legacy on a day that no one ever really playtest Legacy or Standard or Modern even. And you might, who knows? The sky's the limit with social media. You can do, it's whatever you put into it is what
That's
I
true.
was saying.
The bandwidth is the limit, but
Yeah.
140 character limit. It's the only other limit.
Yeah.
is it 140 or 144?
I don't know. I don't use Twitter.
It's 100.
Oh, yeah. I'm never
So-
graduate. I have no
so
idea.
viewers-
I have no idea how to use this stuff.
So there's apparently we realized we are no longer going up to the sky. We are now at 140 characters and whatever your bandwidth is.
There you go.
Well, here we just have these two characters and these store owners and this excellent,
and
excellent
that
host.
you have to put up with these guys. So you guys are getting a feel.
Props to
which-
that.
Could be worse. Yeah, it could be telling you you tapped it, you have to keep it tapped.
Ooh. Like chess rules. Oh.
Took your finger off it. It's over.
Chess rules. Chess
Yeah,
rules are
that's-
magic, sir. It's rough. People, pals. It's a great having you guys here for the first roundtable for Hey Wanna Play. I'm sure we might do a follow-up video in the future, and I would love to see you guys and how you guys changed in like about a year, half a year, whenever we get to. If you guys want us to come back and do another roundtable, I would love.
I'll
to.
be here.
I would love to be invited back to your store.
You're welcome here anytime.
And Adam, Christian, thank you for taking the time out of your Friday after F&M to be part of this. And I want to say thanks to all the viewers watching and being part of this and watching us. If you guys have any questions for Adam and Christian, leave them in the comments, submit it. I'll look at them, or if when they watch it and they have YouTube accounts and want to respond, I'm sure I'll let them know what day this video is going
I'll
up.
respond.
And they'll respond as best as they can, and or at least I'll bring it up to them and have a little feedback video for you guys later on in the year, because this is coming out way in the future. We're filming this. We're doing movie magic, as I like to say. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, so we can keep doing these videos. And see you guys tomorrow when Mark and I sit down for a couple of minutes and share our thoughts on Hey Wanna Play.